Hi, Sophie. How are you? How are you doing? Sophie, thanks for joining the live. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing? All right, take care, Sophie. Take care, Sophie. Take care, take care, take care. Johnny, how are you? Hi. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, Luca. Hi, Lucas. How are you? 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 How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you? 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 Hi, everyone. How are you doing? How are you? 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 Yeah. What are you guys doing today? Anything fun? Doing anything fun today? Doing anything fun today? Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining our Sunday ASMR. Doing some scratches right now. Welcome, guys. For the best experience, make use of your headphones. For the best experience, grab your headphones. Can you guess what's making the sound? Hi, Nadia. Can you guess what's making the sound? Oh, Hannah. How are you? How are you doing today? Guess what's making the sound? serious. Stay awake. Now, Brianna felt uncomfortable. Her heart started beating fast. She tested back. Who is this? Who are you? And trying to know the person sending her the messages, right? Then the person replied, someone who can see you. And she was so startled, like surprised. At this point, Brianna sat up in her bed. She looked around at the room. Her curtains were moving slightly because of the wind from the window. Then another message came. Look outside. Now, imagine being in that situation. Would you look outside, or will you scream, or you're gonna ignore it? So tell me, if you were the one, if you were Brianna, what are you gonna do in the situation? Are you gonna look outside, or are you gonna scream? What are you actually gonna do in the situation? I wanna know. Now, Brianna slowly walked towards the window. Her eyes were shaking like, she was scared. Imagine someone testing you not to go to bed, that you should stay awake, and you ask the person, and the person is like, I am someone that can see you, you know. And now the person asks you to stay outside the window. That's the situation with Brianna. When she put the curtains back, there was no one outside. But then her phone buzzed again. She looked down at the screen. The message said, wrong window. Thus, she put the wrong window. Wait, how many windows do you think were in Brianna's room? Tell me in the comments. How many? Oh, new facts, Trista. Thank you so much. Thank you. Actually, it's not a lipstick, it's just a lip liner and a lip gloss. Thank you, personally. Thank you. So now let's continue. Now, Brianna opened the window only for her to get a text message when she looked at the saw no one outside the window. She got a text message telling her that's the wrong window. So tell me in the comments, how many windows do you think are in Brianna's room? I wanna hear. I wanna know what you guys think. How many windows do you think Brianna has in her room? Tell me. I'm checking the comments to see someone who can guess right. Okay. No one did. Let's continue. Alright. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay. Now let's continue. story is about a very rich guy, a very rich man, a billionaire. This particular billionaire wanted to know if people were truly kind or just pretending. So one day he dressed like a poor man and went to a busy street. Then he dropped the wallet on the ground. Inside the wallet he had like $5,000 and also his business card. You know, his business card had his contact address, his phone number, and yeah, just about it. So many people saw the wallet and they walked past. Something but a picking ride because most people didn't even see it. They were just focused on where they are going to, so no one, majority of the people did not see the wallet that was on the floor. So now, some people, some peasants that saw the wallet, so what they did was they actually kicked it aside. You know, in those kind of streets, you're like nothing valuable will be on the floor. Those kind of busy streets that when you find something on the floor, you don't even wanna touch it. You know, you feel it's not something valuable. That was the situation. Now, now, when some peasants that saw the wallet kicked it aside, there was this young woman who looks like she was struggling financially. She was a homeless. So now the homeless woman picked up the wallet and what she did was she checked inside. What do you think happened? Guess. You guys say guess. Tell me, what do you think happened next? Do you think she's gonna take the money, or do you think she's gonna call the billionaire to let him know that he dropped or forgot his wallet somewhere? What do you think? I wanna know. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Okay, now. What happened was when the homeless woman picked up the wallet that had $5,000 inside and also the business card of the owner, what she did was she called the number on the business card. So when the billionaire met her to pick up the wallet, he asked, "Why didn't you keep the money? Like, how come you picked up a wallet and inside the wallet it was $5,000? Why didn't you take the money? And you look like someone that is struggling, like homeless, right?" So when the billionaire asks her, "You look like you need the money. Why didn't you keep the 5,000 to yourself?" And then this got the business card. The homeless lady replied, "Because the money is not mine." Oh my God. My mother always said, "What doesn't belong to you will never bring you peace." Like a situation whereby you grew with your mom and you had nothing, only for you to wake up one day and pick a wallet, and inside the wallet was $5,000. So now the billionaire said to her, Congratulations, you just passed a test. And she was like, What tests? Be honest, be honest, guys. If you happen to find a wallet on the floor and inside the wallet had $5,000, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, let me rephrase the question. So the question is, if you happen to find a wallet on the floor, you're just walking down the street and you found a wallet on the floor, and inside the wallet is $5,000. $5,000 US dollars, right? So you find the wallet on the floor, and the wallet had $5,000 inside, and also it has like a business card. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna take the wallet? Are you gonna call the number on the business card? What are you gonna do? Tell me. You're so broke, you don't have money, like you're struggling at the moment, and you're walking on the street like you're heading somewhere, and you happen to see a wallet on the floor, and you picked up the wallet only for you to open the wallet and find out that it contained $5,000, 5,000 USD, and also a business card. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna just take the $5,000 and fling the wallet? Or are you gonna call the number on the business card? Let me know what you're gonna do in that situation. Okay, so what happened was the homeless lady actually went back, like contacted the billionaire instead, contacted the billionaire through the number on the business card. So when, what's my opinion? Mm, for me, if I see money in a wallet, I'm gonna actually if I happen to pick it, but normally I don't pick things on the floor. Things that are not mine. When I see them, I don't pick them. Maybe I'm gonna be those ones that maybe walked past the wallet, right? But let me say I happen to be in a scenario whereby I happen to pick the wallet in question, and I open it and I find $5,000 and the business card. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna call the number on the business card, you know, and tell the person. But the thing is, you don't even know if the number on the business card is the actual owner of the wallet. People always give others their complimentary card, you know. So, but what I'm gonna do is I will just have to call the number on the business card, and I'm gonna ask the person if he has a wallet he's looking for, and I'm gonna ask the person how the wallet is, and if if the description fits the wallet I have or the wallet I picked, I'm gonna show the person and say, "Is this your wallet?" And the person confirms, then yeah, I'm gonna give the person the wallet back. But in a situation whereby I called the number and the person I called did not confirm to losing a wallet or describing the wallet to be like the exact one I have in hand, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna um report that to the police, and yeah, just um give the wallet to the police, because most times when people miss their items, they contact the police to say, "Oh, I lost my wallet, it contained my ID, it contained my money." you know. So yes, the police will be able to, give back to the person if the person happens to contact the police. That is what I'm gonna do. So I want to hear your own opinion. Do you have similar opinion with me, or your opinion is different? I just want to know what you think. I want to know the kind of persons I have on here and the way you guys reason. I really want to know. So tell me before I continue with the story. Let me know your opinion. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, what's your own opinion? What are you gonna do in that situation? Tell me. You pick a wallet, the wallet had money inside, and a business card. What are you gonna do? Mm-hmm. So, okay. I guess I'm gonna continue with the story. Yeah. So now, when she returned the wallet that had $5,000 to the billionaire, the billionaire smiled and asked her, you know, why did you return it? You look like someone that needs the money because obviously she's a homeless lady. And she said, my mom taught me not to take things that are not mine because when I take things that are not mine, it's not going to bring me peace, right? Now, the billionaire told her, congratulations, right? That she passed the test. So that was it. And the billionaire supported her. The billionaire employed her and changed her story. You know, she passed the billionaire's test. To know that was a social experiment, just to know, the kind of people we have in the society, and yeah, to know if people still have conscience and integrity. So yeah, that was a good one from the billionaire. So, what do you guys think about the story? Thank you so much. Mm. Thank you. Did you like the story? Should I tell another story? Tell me. Do you guys want to hear another story? Should I tell another story? Okay, I'm gonna tell another story. This story is about a taxi driver. So there is this woman. Her name is Marie. She got into a taxi after a long, stressful day at work. So she was so stressed, and yeah, when you are done with your, let's say, 12-hour shift, you're very, very famished, you're very, very tired, you're just hoping to get home and eat and shower, and refresh and rewind, right? So that was the situation for Marie. So she got into the taxi. She was really exhausted and a little rude to the driver. She barely spoke and even complained about the route. So the driver in question, the driver's name is Brian, and the driver remained calm. He was so good. So the driver remained calm the whole time because, yeah, he understands that, most passengers are very rude. Most passengers are also good. Some are calm. It depends, mood, always change. People have mood swing. They can be happy right now, and the next minute they are angry, or they are, feeling something, else, and you're wondering what happened, that kind of stuff. So that was the situation between Mary and Brian. So Mary was really exhausted and very, you know, um, kind of not okay. She wasn't really okay, She was really tired and very rude. She was so rude to Brian.
through like why they were driving. The situation whereby you're tired and maybe the route you usually drive, like the drivers that usually take you home, the route they usually take, and you're like, this route is shorter to my house. With this route I'm gonna get to my house on time, right? And suddenly the driver that is taking you home on that particular day, you're tired and exhausted, is going through another route that you never envisioned. So the driver was taking another route, and Marie was really pissed and was like, why are you taking this route? Like, oh my god, I need to get to my house. I'm tired. Oh my, that kind of being rude to Brian. So yeah, but Brian stayed calm. Brian stayed put. He was not arguing with Marie. So now what happened was, when Brian reached Marie's destination, she apologized and said, I'm sorry if I was rude. Today has been a terrible day. So now she's apologizing because I think she had like a deep reflection, and she's like, oh, the way I spoke to this driver is very rude. And you can imagine he didn't talk back, he didn't poke back, he didn't, r- you know, how am I gonna say it? Like he didn't get pissed or angry or shout at her and say, "Oh, stop shouting or stop insulting me or stop being rude or something like that," right? But he remained calm through the process. So when Mary got down, she apologized to the driver Brian and explained that today was a terrible day for her. So the driver, which is Brian, smiled and said something really, really interesting. Guess what Brian said? Brian said, it's okay. I decided this morning that I wouldn't let anyone ruin my mood today. Can you imagine that? It's not that he's not meant to be pissed with Marie's attitude, but because he made like a speech to himself, like he concluded on something before leaving his house. And the conclusion was that he's not gonna allow anyone ruin his day. So then Brian told Marie something. And what he said to Marie really stick, like she's never ever gonna forget that in a hurry. So what Brian said to Marie was, life is like driving a taxi. Some passengers bring good energy, some bring bad energy, but you, as the driver, will decide what you carry with you after the leave. Imagine you step out to make ends meet in a day, and people around you, people you met that particular day, everyone is just being rude, giving you attitude and all that. And if you absorb those bad energies, and you want to act because of the way people are acting towards you, you ruin everything for yourself, right? You're gonna be sad, you're not gonna be happy, your mind, you're gonna be stressed and everything. It's not really cool. So now you see Mary is being lectured by Brian, the taxi driver, that life is like a taxi, taxi. It's like driving a taxi, because when you're driving a taxi, you're gonna meet different kinds of people. Oh my god, different kinds of people. Some people book your ride when they are drunk. They say shit to you. People are gonna, oh, you're driving very slow. Oh, yeah, like a lot of things. But you just have to kind of ignore whatever and just concentrate on what you were doing, you know. So, Brian told Marie, life is like driving a taxi. Some passengers bring good energy, some bring bad energy, but you decide what you carry with you after the leave. You know. So that was a very very, 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 very important lesson that Mary got from Brian. Like, she had a very deep reflection. She was like, oh my God, because I was stressed at work and I'm acting bad to the taxi driver because of what she faced at work. She was stressed and she had to, vent on the taxi driver driving her home. That's really crazy, right? So, at least you got one good advice from Brian, not to let what you face, you know, be the yardstick of treating other persons you're gonna meet thereafter, that kind of stuff. A lot of people are into doing that. When they are sad, they vent on other persons. They don't even go and vent on the things getting them sad. They just vent on their friends, vent on their families, and it's just so crazy, right? So yeah, that was the lesson Mary learned from Brian. So mhm. So tell me, guys, do you think people should control their emotions better? What do you think? Or do you think people should, yes, vent on others when people make them angry at work, when they are walking on the street, or when they reach home, they should vent on their family members, vent on their husband, their wives, their mom, their dad? What do you think? Do you think people should control their emotions better? Drop your suggestions in the comments. So I want to ask the question. If your partner becomes rich today, let's say you met someone and the person is not rich, right? And you're kind of growing with this particular person, and yeah, the person becomes rich, yeah, and starts changing. Most times when people don't have money, they tend to be nice. I don't know if you have noticed this, but most persons, when they don't have money, mm, when they have some limitations in life, they tend to be so good. They tend to be so humble. You know, they tend to be so, compassionate and, very, good. But when once they get money, when once they get, rid of every limitation, like they can afford everything they think they can afford in life, they just change totally to their friends. They stop communicating, they stop engaging, they stop speaking with people that they used to speak with, their friends. So what do you think if you have a partner that becomes rich and starts changing? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna leave the person, or you're still gonna stay and pray for things to get better? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in that situation? Pray? Are you gonna pray, or you gonna leave? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You have a partner that becomes a billionaire and then starts changing. So what? Tell me, like, are you gonna stay? The person changed and became like bad, treats you bad. This is someone you knew when they had nothing, they had no money, and now they have money and they start to treat you like trash. They change their attitude, they don't care anymore about you. Are you gonna stay, or you're gonna leave? What? Okay. Okay. So I take that to mean that you're gonna stay. Yes, are you gonna stay? If you're gonna stay, type yes. If you're not gonna stay, type no. Yeah, I wanna know what you think. If you're gonna stay, you have a partner that becomes rich and then starts treating you bad. If you're gonna stay, type yes. If you're gonna go, type no. Are you gonna stay? Yes. Are you not gonna stay? No. Okay, you want me to do stomach growling? Okay, let me do stomach growling for. I'm gonna do it for just 2 minutes. Then, hi Jared, Roddy, I'm gonna do stomach growling just for 2 minutes, and then we're gonna. Aya, hi, how are you? I'm gonna do stomach growling for 2 minutes. Then we continue our story. I told you guys about three stories, right? Now, yeah. Okay, two. I told you guys the story of Brianna. Mm-hmm. And I also told you guys the story of Marie. Judd, I'm from Africa. Okay, so I'm gonna do stomach growling for Brody. So what I'm gonna do is that after this stomach growling, which is gonna be just 2 minutes. I don't know if my family actually Brody, can you leave a comment? Let me know if you can hear. Let me know if you can hear. Okay. Oh, you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Let me know in the chat. Can you hear me? Aya, can you hear me? Also, let me know. Can you hear the sound of my stomach? What's plastic? I don't understand. I think you're gonna hear me better if you make use of a headphone. Brody, are you here? Can you hear? So, can you hear the tummy? Okay. So, Brody, can you hear the tummy? Because what I did was I was actually making use of one mic. So when Brody requested for stomach growling, I had to change the position of the mic so it can, capture the sound of my stomach. Yeah. So yeah, I realized that it's not gonna kind of capture my voice. It's just gonna capture my stomach. I had to bring out the second mic. So right now I'm using two mics. So now, yeah, I can talk with one while the other one also records my tummy. So what I'm asking Brody if actually he can hear the tummy is that when I record my tummy, I usually increase the volume. Like when I wanna go edit it in the app, I have to increase the volume so you guys can hear. So now, like on the live stream, I don't know if it's gonna be audible, because it's not so audible like that, like after filming, right? Yeah, so that's the reason I was asking if Brody can hear my stomach or my voice is kind of, suppressing the sound. So just let me know. Thank you, Aya. I'm so grateful. Hi, Brecken. Thanks for joining. So, I actually told a story about a lady, a homeless lady that picked up a wallet, and inside the wallet had $5,000. And what she did was she called the number she found in the wallet. And yeah, she actually returned the wallet to the owner. And the owner is a billionaire. And when the owner asked her why she returned the wallet and she didn't take the $5,000, she said her mom taught her never to take things that do not belong to her, because when you take things that do not belong to you, you're not going to have peace. So now that was the reason she returned the wallet. And guess what? The billionaire transformed her life. And I also told a story about a lady named Marie. She was having a hard day, a very bad day at work. So what she did was, on her way back, she booked a taxi. And when she was coming back, she was so rude. Like, what do you do in this life? For this life, I'm telling stories, and yeah, at the moment, I'm kind of recording my stomach and also telling stories. Do you want something different, Aya? What do you suggest? What do you suggest? What do you suggest? Let me have water. You don't know why. Do you want me to do something for you? And I also asked the question that if you have a partner, let's say you're dating someone, and you know the person, when the person had no money, and suddenly the person gets money, and the person starts to treat you bad, are you gonna stick with the person or you're gonna leave? Oh, very kind. Oh, you're 11. Okay. Okay, let me tell you a story about a lady. She was sleeping on the toilet. Mhm. Oh, makes it live. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for yeah, yeah, yeah. Happy Women's Day, girl. Okay, so I know. I only speak English. So there is a lady. She was really, really tired. Her name is Sophia. So she was a cleaner in a big hotel, 5-star hotel. And you know how big 5-star hotels are, right? Their rooms, they are so big, their washrooms, So now her duty was to clean, the washroom, the room, make the bed and everything. Now she was doing it, and she has been working like from the other day. She has been working because her colleague called in sick. Like her colleagues are always calling in sick. You know how exhausted they are. The exhaustion that comes with working as a cleaner in a big. To be great if you made kissing sound. It will suit you. Beckham, you want me to make kissing sounds? Mm. Hmm. Oh my god. Hmm. Yeah. My name is Chidi. So, okay. You want me to try the kissing sounds for you? Mm, mm. Oh my god. Becca, you're so funny. You're just making me laugh. Mhm. Thank you, Aya. Thank you. Thank you, Beckham, for subscribing. I usually make more of heartbeat sounds, stomach growling sounds, and yeah. Mm. Thank you for subscribing. So the story of the lady that Sophia, who was a cleaner or who used to be a cleaner in this big hotel, 5-star hotel. Now she was cleaning and she was really, really exhausted. Like, oh my god, when you're pushing yourself, your body wants to rest, but you want to push your body because you have some tasks to complete, and these tasks are not yours. You're working for a company, so yeah, you need to do your job, right? Because you don't want to lose your job. So she was pushing it. She was really tired. Do you know what she did? Thank you, Berkan. Thank you. Thank you. So she started cleaning. She went into the VIP suite of the hotel. So when she got there, she started making the bed, cleaning, vacuuming, and after that she went to the washroom to clean the washroom. So when she got to the washroom, she was like, wow, it was so big, you know bigger than her entire apartment. Her apartment, the just the washroom of the VIP suite is bigger than her entire apartment, which includes her bedroom, her kitchen, her washroom. Altogether, just the toilet of the VIP suite is bigger than her entire apartment. So now what happened was she got in and she was cleaning. All of a sudden, like her body couldn't take it anymore. You know, I don't know if most of you has experienced a situation whereby you want to sleep, your body want to sleep, but you want to try to force yourself to stay awake to complete a particular task. You're gonna see yourself doing the task, and all of a sudden you're gonna sleep off. That was the situation Sophia had. So now Sophia was cleaning, scrubbing the washroom, and suddenly she was like, "Okay, okay, my body is tired. Let me just close my eyes for a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and see. Then I can maybe get myself. Now Sophia went to um the toilet. She went to the lid. She brought down the lid of the toilet and she placed her hand like this. She sat on the floor and placed her hand like this and placed her head on her arms. That was how Sophia slept off. Sophia slept on the toilet without, thinking. She was just thinking, okay, I'm just gonna be for few minutes, then I'm gonna be, okay. That was how she slept till the owner of the hotel got into to the suite. So now the owner of the hotel, his name is Ethan. So now Ethan got into the suite, you know, removed his clothes because he came back from a meeting. So when he removed his clothes, he quickly went into the washroom to have a shower and rest, right? When he got into the shower, he was like, oh my God, he was so shocked. Like you're not thinking someone is going to be in your room. Imagine you never felt someone is going to be in your room. Someone you don't know is going to be in your room. Imagine you came back home and, oh, I'm from Nigeria and I live in Canada. So what happened was when Ethan got into the washroom, he was startled. He was shocked. He screamed, "What the hell?" He was so shocked. So his scream woke Sophia up. So when Sophia got up, she was equally confused. When you just wake up, I don't know, like you're sleeping somewhere you don't usually sleep, right? And something wakes you up. You're gonna be like trying to articulate, where am I? That kind of situation. So she tried to articulate where she was. Oh, Beccan, where are you from? Beccan, where are you from? Oh my God. Where are you from? I want to know. So, oh, but you're typing English. You know English, right? Or you're using a translator. Oh my God. So sad to hear that. But you can learn. It just takes just time. You're gonna learn. You can use Duolingo, other apps to learn English. When you watch the English movies, you're gonna learn. Ah yeah, wow, nice to know. Is that Kenya? I have beginner level English. Yeah, like you can learn. I've seen lots of people from Turkey. I've seen people from Iran, people that you know they don't speak, that have never spoken English for 30 years of their lives, and they came here in Canada and they enrolled to learn English, and when they speak, like, they are doing better. you know you're not gonna be perfect, 100% perfect, but you're gonna be better, and you can really understand when people speak. And yeah, so it's just you to put in the work, make out time to just, I want to learn English, I can learn it. I've seen people in Iran speak English, like they are in Iran, but they speak English because they enrolled and still studying English and trying to learn because they want to learn how to speak it. So yeah, you're gonna learn. So when I tell stories, you'll be able to know what I'm saying. Okay. All right. So let's continue the story. So when Ethan got into the washroom, he was shocked and he screamed, "What the hell?" So Sophia, also woke up and she was confused, like, where am I? She was trying to articulate and, know what is actually happening. The bucket she was using to clean fell, like, she now realized she's in the washroom and yeah, she was cleaning. Oh my god, I was cleaning. Oh, what happened? So now Ethan was like, "What are you doing in my washroom?" And Sophia said, "Oh, I was cleaning and my body just shut down. I just decided to just sleep for a few minutes, take a nap for a few minutes." And Ethan was like, "You want to take a nap in my washroom? It's my washroom, your sleeping spot, you know?" So Sophia was like, "Oh, I just wanted to, just sleep for few. Just I've been the one working. I've been working nonstop since the day before. My body is so tired and weak. Oh, I'm so sorry. Blah blah blah." So she was trying to apologize because she was scared she's gonna lose her job. Now, Ethan was still, you know, a cleaner that is meant to just do their job and leave is sleeping in my washroom. Hmm. Now, Ethan worked. Oh, Belly boy, how are you? Good to have you here. I'm telling a story, and I'm also recording my stomach sound at the moment. I don't know if you guys can hear it. So now, Ethan asked her to follow him. Mhm. So now, I'm very good. I'm good. I'm doing okay. I'm fine. Happy Sunday to you, or so now what happened was Ethan asked Sophia to follow him, and Sophia was still scared. I'm so sorry. Are you gonna fire me? Then Ethan went to his coffee section and picked a glass and poured coffee. So when he poured the coffee, hi Alex, good to see you here. So when he poured the coffee, he asked Sophia, "Do you drink coffee?" And Sophia was like, "What's the connection between coffee and the fact that you caught me sleeping in your washroom?" Like in her head, she was just reasoning. What was the connection with asking her, you know? The problem at hand is the fact that she was sleeping on duty. So why asking her if she takes coffee? So Sophia was really surprised and was like, "Yes, I drink coffee." And Ethan gave her the cup of coffee. So when Sophia tried to drink it, she was like, "This coffee is bad." And Ethan was like, "How?" Like, she didn't even drink it and she's able to tell that the coffee is bad. How come? So Sophia was like, I just can't tell that the coffee is no good." Then Ethan was like, "How did you know? Like, how?" Without even testing it. So Sophia was able to tell what was wrong with the coffee. Now, Ethan told Sophia, "You're gonna be here in the morning. You have some dishes to test." You know, Sophia was like, "If you wanna fire me, just fire me. I don't understand what you mean by I have dishes to test. If you just want to fire me, it's okay, just fire me now." And um Ethan was like, "Stop acting." Thank you, Smokey. Did I eat what? TD, what's TD? Today? No, I've not had breakfast yet. I'm still in the room. I've not gone to the
Oh,
kitchen. So, um, Sophia went home and she was just thinking about the whole incident. What's gonna happen tomorrow? What's my manager gonna say? Was are they just gonna fire me and say, oh, for sleeping on duty, you're not meant to sleep on duty, and it wasn't even break time, and you went to the company owner's suite to go and sleep in his washroom. So she was just thinking about it. What's gonna be the outcome of tomorrow's meeting with the CEO? Now it was morning time. The CEO was in the hotel and Sophia arrived. They brought lots of dishes for her, like a lot of dishes. Sophia was surprised. Hey, from catching me sleeping to giving me lots of food. So Ethan was like, you have been working for how many days? When was the last time you had a proper meal? That was true. Her tummy was rumbling because she has not had any proper meal. When you're very tired, you don't even have strength to cook. That was her situation. So now what happened was she began testing the food. And as she was testing, she was just saying what was wrong with the dishes. Oh, this food is not good. The salt is too much. They used fake, you know, they used fake flour. They used like a lot of things. They were just saying a lot of things. And Ethan was like, how are you able to decipher all this? Like you just test a dish and you are able to test the kind of milk that was used, the flavors and everything. Yeah, you were able to tell everything. So after that, Sophia went to the um laundry room. She was just there folding some clothes when her friend asked her to come and see um the kitchen manager, that they requested for her to come and see some things in the kitchen. Now she went to the kitchen and they brought some meals for her to also test. So while she was testing the dishes, she was also telling what was wrong with the dishes. And she was telling them that this is a five-star hotel. This five-star hotel, with the kind of food they are serving, they are gonna lose customers. They're gonna lose lots of clients because the food is not good. The quality is not good. So she was making some suggestions, though the suggestions are gonna be, very expensive. Then she was like, "Yeah, I know it's gonna." So she was like, "Yeah, I know it's gonna be expensive, but this is a five-star hotel. You give the best and also charge the high rates for the best. People that come here know that they are coming for quality. The fact they know they are coming for quality, they are gonna pay for the quality." So when Sophia shot back at the kitchen manager, he was like, who is she to tell us what to do? I've been a chef for how many years? And imagine a cleaner coming to tell me how I'm gonna make the food. Hmm. So she was like, she shot back. You want me to ask you guys yes or no questions? Oh, thank you, Tiabar. All right, I'm gonna just call me Tam. Oh, Tam. Tam, where are you from? Oh. Good to have you here. Where are you? Oh, wow. How is it over there? How are you doing? Thank you. Mm. Thanks for joining. I'm good. I'm great. I'm fine. So, what's happening today? Thank you so much. Oh, Ginger, good to have you here. I'm happy to see you join the live. Okay. Um, Ginger, I'm so good today. It's a nice day outside. I can see through my window that the weather is cool. Yeah. So, okay, Aya, what kind of questions should I ask? Okay, let me ask you. Do you think that couples should share their phone password? Yes or no? Do you think it is right? If you think it's right for the couple, the lady and the guy, for them to share their password, if you think it's right, yes. If you think it's no, no. Then what kind of questions do you want me to ask since you say you are 11? Tell me. What kind of questions are you expecting? Okay. Have you ever stayed up all night without sleeping? Have you stayed up all night without sleeping? What's plastic? I don't understand. Okay, let me ask this question. Have you been in a situation whereby you're walking down the street and you see someone and the person looks familiar, you think is the actual person you know, and you're like ha, you call out to the person. Have you been in such situation before? Hmm. Oh, really? Sometimes, like people tend to see someone and they look so familiar and they like call out their names and they realize it's not actually the person they know. It's not actually just someone that looks like the person. Okay, I have another question. Have you ever laughed at the wrong moment? Like someone said something, then you laugh and you just realize you're just the only one laughing at that situation. Okay, you need to tell me like what actually you want. Aya, do you mean games? Hmm? When you say plastic, I don't understand. Overcome by cuteness. I'm trying to understand. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. I love making use of lip gloss and just lip liner. Yeah, can you just explain to me better? Okay, let's play this game. Like I'm gonna ask you a question, and you just have to provide the answer in the comments. How many times do you think your heart, your heart, how many times do you think your heart beats in a day? How many times do you think? Okay, I'm gonna give yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna count to three, and if I count to three, I don't get a rest. Oh, I said 3,000 times. Okay, I'm gonna count to three, then I'm gonna give the answer. So how many times do you think your heart beats every single day? Now I'm gonna be counting. One, two, three. So the answer is 100,000 times. Your heart beats 100,000 times every single day. Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna also do a fun fact right now. I are you surprised it's 100,000 times? Okay, now this is another fun fact we're gonna do. Do you think it's possible for you to breathe and swallow? Breathe and swallow at the same time. Yes, I asked how many times. Yes. Oh, so I'm gonna count one. Josiah, thanks for joining. One, two, three. Yes, you're right. We cannot breathe and swallow at the same time. You can't. I can't and swallow. Now I'm swallowing, I'm not breathing. So yes, Aya, you're right. You cannot breathe and swallow at the same time. So another question. How many liters of saliva do you think your mouth produces or your body produces every single day? How many liters? Beckon, you're so funny. So the question now is how many liters of saliva do you think our body produces every single day? 100,000. Mm, I said how many liter? How many liter? How many liter or liters of saliva do you think our body produce every single day? So I'm gonna count three and I'm gonna give the answer. One, two, three. So every single day, our body produces 1 liter of saliva. 1 liter of saliva. And yeah, why did you think it's 100,000? Were you thinking, okay, because our heart beats like 100,000 times every single day, then our body produces saliva 100,000 liters? Okay, so now you know. So now another question. How many, our nose is always perceiving things. Our nose can perceive bad odor, good food. When you enter like the kitchen and the food is smelling nice, good aroma, our nose can smell lots of things. So how many things, how many different smells, like we have, the toilets, the washroom smell, the trash smell, the food smell. How many different smells do you think our nose can perceive? How many different smells? So I'm gonna count to three. One, two, and three. So our body can detect over 1 trillion smell. Over 1 trillion. Aya, thanks for trying. So our body can detect over 1 trillion. Yes. Yes. So imagine you say it's five. You see, when you are cooking like let's say, which food has a very strong smell? Which food has a very strong smell? Very strong smell. Okay, let's say you're baking or you're roasting meat. Like when you come in, you know that, oh, you guys are, baking or um roasting meat, right? So now when you go to the dustbin, even with your eyes blindfolded, you can tell that this is trash smell, right? That's true. I think you are providing some unusual information. I don't know. Becan, yeah, I'm doing like fun facts. Don't worry, very soon your English is gonna be so perfect and you can actually understand me, yeah, when I speak. So now I've answered that our nose can dictate over 1 trillion words smell. So what amount of energy do you think your brain uses? What amount of energy in your body do you think your brain uses? Our brain. What amount of energy do you think our brain makes use of? What amount do you think our brain makes use of? Like, let's say our total body energy is 100%. What percentage does our brain make use of from the 100%? Do you think the brain makes use of 50% of our body energy? Do you think the brain makes use of 30%? Do you think the brain makes use of 5%? Whatever you think. No, no, no. The percentage is 100. Ah, yeah. The percentage is 100. So let's say our body. Beckham, you're so funny. You say you're sure your brain consumes as much energy as a transformer. Oh my god, you're so funny. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, our body, let's say our body has a total of 100%, just like your phone. You charge your phone and your phone gets to 100% right now. Let's say this is 100%, this is a phone. and it's 100%. How many percent do you think your your brain makes use of from the 100% your body has? How many percent do you think your brain makes use of? Do you think your brain makes use of 1%? No, I don't think my brain makes use of so much energy. I think it's 20%. I think it's 30%. I think it's 40%. What do you think out of 100%? How many percent do you think? I'm gonna count to three and I'm gonna give the answer. One, two, and three. So the answer is 20%. Our brain makes use of 20% of our body energy. Ah, yeah, you're doing well so far. At least you're contributing. That's the main thing. So now you know, and you're never gonna forget it. So that's one thing about this kind of things. Now, when you look up at night, you're gonna see lots of stars in the sky. Do you think do you think that the plants in the world are greater than the amount of stars we have in the world? Do you think that the between the trees, between the trees, the trees that you see around and the stars that you see at night, which one do you think is more? The trees or the stars? What do you think? When you look up at night, you're gonna see lots of stars everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. At times you count them. Oh, look at this star. Oh, shooting star. This one, this one. You know. Okay, so I'm gonna count to three, and I'm gonna give the answer. One, two, and three. Ah, yeah, you're so correct. The answer is three. We have more trees on Earth than we have stars in the Milky Way galaxy. You're so correct. Clap for yourself. Let me give you kisses. Okay, I'm gonna ask this question. Beckham, yeah. Okay, so now, mm, what do you think a group of flamingos are called? A group or a group of flamingos. What do you think they are called? You see, when we have flowers, when we have one rose, we bring another rose, bring more rose. We call it a bouquet, right? Now, when we have flamingos, a group of flamingos, what do we call a group of flamingos? So I'm gonna count to three and I'm gonna give the answer. One, two, no, not the number of groups. A group of flamingos. A group of flamingos. Like when you have when you see one, you call it flamingo, right? Now, when they are in a group, you wanna call them. What are you gonna say? A group of flamingos. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me right now. If we can't hear, then I'll have to end the live and maybe start again. Can you hear me now? Okay, better. Okay, that's great. So now I was asking the question, what do we call a group of flamingos? What do we call a group of flamingos? So I'm going to answer in the count of three. One, two, three. So a group of flamingos is actually called flamboyants. Yeah, I guess the sound is back right now. I didn't have to end the live. Yeah, so a group of flamingos is called flamboyants. Now we're gonna ask another question. So, how many times in a day? How many times in a day do you think you blink your eyes? So, how many times in a day do you think you blink? Hmm. Becca said 3,999. Aya said 100,400. Yeah. Okay. So we blink. Sorry, I missed something. How many times? What my question was supposed to be? How many times do you think you blink in a minute? Not like how many times do you think you blink in a day? How many times do you think you blink in a minute? Sorry. How many times do you think in a minute? A minute, 1 minute, which is 60 seconds. How many times do you think you blink your eyes? A minute, like one. That's 1 second. Two, three, four, five, six to 60. Mm, Aya said 10,000. Beckham, in a minute. A minute. I didn't say in an hour. I said in a minute. You know, a minute is just 60 seconds, just like you counting from 1 to 60. So a minute is like counting from 1 to 60. So how many times do you think you blink when someone is counting from 1 to 60? How many times do you think you blink your eyes? Aya said 100 times. When I'm focused, I will chew without me. Beckham, you're so funny. You should know that blinking is like involuntary. You don't even know when you blink at times. So, Beckham, how many times do you think you blink in a minute? Aya said 100. So I'm gonna tell the answer by counting to three. One. Yes. No. Yeah. 1 minute. 1 minute. How many times do you think you blink your eyes in 1 minute? 1 minute is 60 seconds. Okay. Beckham said 33. Aya said 50. So now I'm going to give the answer by counting to three. One, two, three. So in a minute, we blink about 15 to 20 seconds. Sorry, 15 to 20 times in a minute. We blink 15 to 20 times in a minute. So Aya, you were so close. Beckham too was so close. So it's so nice. You guys are doing amazingly well. You guys are doing amazingly well. So now, between our Beckham is saying that Aya wanna use her brain, like you have to exercise, right? The fact that she's doing it this way, she's never gonna forget it again. So next question. Our next question is between your fingernails, between your fingernails, and your toenails, the nails on your feet, between your fingernails and your toenails, which one do you think grows more faster? Which one grows faster than the other? Between your toenails and your fingernails, which one grows faster than the other? Is it your toenails or your fingernails? Is it your toenails or your fingernails? Aya said finger. Beckham, what are you saying? Between your fingernails and your toenails, the nails on your feet, which one grows faster? Do you think it's your, fingernails or your toenails? You can get this by asking yourself, like, how many times do you? I didn't fully understand your question. Okay, now this is my nails. This is my fingernails, right? This is my fingernails. When I say I want to grow my nails and also the nails on my feet, my leg, the nails on your leg, which one do you think grows faster than the other? Do you think if I want to grow my nails, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to cut my nails. Which one do you think is going to grow more? Is it the finger or the leg? Which one will grow faster? The leg or the finger? So Aya said finger. I think okay. So I'm gonna give the answer by counting to three. One, two, three. You guys are right. The answer is finger. Nice job. Nice job, you are. So now another question. Between hot water and cold water, water that is cold and hot water. Which one do you think is going to freeze faster? Like, let's say we want to freeze water and we have hot water and we have cold water. Which one is going to freeze faster? Do you think it's the cold water or do you think it's the hot water? Between the cold water and the hot water, which one do you think is going to freeze faster? Which one? Between hot water, you just boiled water right now and you put it in a cup, and you have your cold water which is not frozen, and you want to put them in the freezer. Which one do you think is gonna get frozen faster? I said between water. Let me show you. I have water. Let's say this one is hot. Then I have another water. Which one? That one is cold. I brought it from the fridge. It's cold. Now, if I put them in the freezer, which one is gonna get like frozen? You know, which one do you think is gonna get frozen faster? Water. Oh, yeah. Water. 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 Hot and cold water. Which one do you think is gonna freeze faster? Hot water and cold water. I think I should leave the question. Or should I just answer it? Let me answer it. So between hot water and cold water, the one that will get frozen faster is the hot water. Yeah. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a moment, guys. Okay. Okay, so now another question. Do you know about your stomach acid? We all know that our stomach acid is strong. Do you believe that your stomach acid can dissolve metal? Do I have an instance of metal? Like iron, metal, metal, like this, metal. You say this is metal? So this is metal. Do you think that your stomach acid can dissolve metal? Do you think that? Okay, I'm gonna give the answer by counting to three. Everyone's stomach acid is different. Even some acids can't digest. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're so funny. Oh my god. Daddy boy, you're so funny. Oh my god. You're so funny. Gosh. Okay. So the answer is actually yes. Your stomach acid is strong enough to dissolve metals. Hey, good. I think belly boy, we should say normal belly acid, right? Oh my god. Oh my god, belly boy, you will not kill me. Mhm. You're asking me about plastic. So when you eat your plastic rice, mm, when you eat your plastic rice, you like there was a time plastic rice was trending. I think 2020 or so. Like plastic rice was trending. Um people were making videos that rice we should be careful with the way we buy rice and where we buy rice. Most people are selling plastic rice, even plastic eggs. So the main thing is to tell you that your stomach acid is strong. It is very, very strong and can dissolve lots of things, even metal. So that's the so another question. Um do you know do you think that your nose and your ears, like when once you are born, do you think that is the end, or do you think your nose and your ears they grow as you age? Do you think they grow as you age, or you think when you are giving birth to they remain the same? You think your ears remain the same size after you're born and they don't grow, or you think your nose and your ears they grow as you age? What do you think? Do you think your nose and your ears they grow as you age, as you add age, they also grow? What do you think? You think they grow or not? I think they grow as you age. Okay, Betty Boy said yes. He thinks they grow as you age. Aya, what do you have to say? Oh, Aya said she thinks they don't grow. Um, Beckham, what do you think? Okay, I'm gonna give the answer. I'm gonna count to three and I'm gonna give the answer. One. Okay, Beckham said he thinks they also grow as you age. So the answer is one, two, three. They actually grow as we age. As we add years to our age, our nose and our ears they also grow. So you all did well. Kisses. Ah, yeah, you've been getting some things right, right? So you don't need to feel bad. You're doing well. At least you're learning, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So another question I have is, do you think, you know toad, you know about frogs? Do you think that during winter some of them can get frozen during winter, and then during spring they can come back to life? Do you think so? Do you think that frogs, toad, tadpoles, right? We have tadpoles, toads, frogs. Do you think during winter, because they live in water, right? Most of them they live in water. So do you think they get frozen? Sometimes during the winter, the stream, the river, the ocean, they kind of get frozen, right? So now, do you think that the toad also gets frozen? What do you think? The toad. Oh, I don't have a picture of a toad here. Toad, like tadpole, tadpole, frogs, frogs. Do you think that frogs, toad, tadpoles, that they actually get frozen during? Uh, okay. Do you think they actually get frozen during winter and during spring, like they come back to life? So Belly Boy said yes, I think they do. Aya said no. Bekan, what do you think? Do you think they get frozen? Yeah, the way you freeze your fish and all that. Do you think they get frozen and by spring they can come back to life? Oh, Belly Boy said Belly Boy said he's gonna ask Google. Mhm. You wanna cheat? You wanna ask Google? So, Beckham, what do you think? I'm gonna give the answer by counting to three. I'm gonna repeat a question I asked earlier that I gave the answer. Let me see who is gonna get it. Okay, so Belly Boy said yes, that they get frozen and during spring they come back to life. Right now, my entire mind is focused on watching you. Becca, you're so funny. What's your answer? What do you think is the answer? What do you think is the answer? Okay, so I'm gonna give the answer by counting to three. So one, two, and three. Sure, the answer is yes. So Belly Boy got it. The frogs during winter they actually get frozen. You know, those that are in the ponds, you know, when the ponds get how during winter in some places depending on the degree, like the temperature, you know, when it's very very cold, you know, when you even bring water outside, it kind of gets frozen, right? So that same way the frogs that are in the water, they get frozen. Do you understand? It's not that they want to get frozen, but it's because of nature, right? Everything is freezing. um the water is, is getting, frozen. So now they are in the water. At a point they're gonna get frozen, with the water surrounding them. So when they get frozen during spring, they come back because the water is gonna melt away. The ice is gonna melt, so they're gonna come back to life. Okay. So before I asked the question, I said a group of flamingos is called what? I want you guys to answer that because I know I asked the question earlier, but yeah, I want to say those that are kind of listening to what I'm saying and are grabbing, and yeah. So tell me. I hope you understand about the frogs getting frozen. It's not their making, but the fact that they live in water, most of them, you know, they live in water. So yeah, it just happens. So I asked the question. I said a group of flamingos is called what? What do you think a group of flamingos is called? Since when we have collection of flowers, we call them bouquet. What do you think a group of flamingos is called? I think, yeah, I should do it this way. When we ask questions, after a while, I'll repeat the question and see those that are really grabbing their answers right now, like the second time. So a group of flamingos is called what? I'm gonna count to three and I'm gonna answer it. No one is answering right now. So I'm not gonna be happy like if you guys don't get it because I already answered the question. Someone should try. Group of flamingos. Group of flamingos. What is it called? I'll be happy when someone, types in the answer. Even if you don't spell it very well. Like if you try, like if I read out what you wrote and it's sounding like the answer, then I'm gonna be really happy. Oh, I you forgot. Mm, okay. I'm gonna count to three and I'm gonna give the answer again. But this is just to let you know that when I ask the question, after a while, I'm still gonna. Did you know that? Beckham. Beckham is trying to ask questions. Did you know that a truckload of bananas can sometimes trigger radiation alarms at nuclear? I think it's the heat. Flamingos. Um, okay, let me give the answer. One, two, three. So the answer is flamboyance. Flamboyance. It's okay. It's okay. So another question. This is a question I asked, earlier. I'm gonna still repeat it and see what's gonna happen this time. I don't want you guys to fail me this time. Don't fail me this time. So in a minute, How many times do you blink your eyes in a minute? How many times do you think you blink in a minute? How many times do you think you blink your eyes in a minute?
Stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card.
80 times. Betty Boy said 80 times in a minute. How many times do you think you blink your eyes in a minute? Aya, what's your answer? Beccan, what's your answer? Did you forget Aya? Okay, I'm gonna answer again. But I don't want to be sad. Like I answered this before. You guys were saying 80 times, and I answered this before. Okay. The answer, Beckham, I said, how many times do you blink your eyes? How many times do you blink your eyes in a minute? How many times do you blink in a minute? How many times do you think you blink in a minute? Becca said 50. I asked this question earlier and I answered it. Oh my god. You guys want me to think I'm not being heard like when I talk, or you guys are not hearing me? Okay, so all right, yeah, no problem. I'm still gonna go like in a while. Like I think after this question, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be back by 1 a.m. Yeah, it was nice having you here, Aya. You really did well. I'm really impressed. Thanks for your contribution. Thanks for joining the live. Take care, okay? Bye. See you later. Take care. Bye. So the answer is we blink 15 to 20 times in a minute. That is the answer. 15 to 20 times in a minute. That is the amount of time we blink. Okay, let me just ask a healthy adult blinks an average of 15 to 20 times per minute. This means we blink about 2,000. Okay, Beckon. That's great. Now, let me just ask one last question. I asked this question earlier. This is just like a recap. Let me ask the question, then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. So now the question is, our body system has 100% energy. How many percent energy do you think your brain makes use of? Your brain? How many percent of energy does your brain make use of out of the 100% your body has? Okay, Daddy Boy said 10. Beckham, how many percent? How many times? How many times? Okay, I'm just gonna answer the question and I will see you guys by 1 a.m. That's when I'm gonna come live again. So the answer is 20%. Your body makes your brain makes use of 20% of the energy your body system has. Okay, the time now is 1:34 p.m. 1:34 p.m. So I'm gonna come live around 1 a.m. Right now it's still afternoon time over here. The time is 1:35 p.m. So it's just 25 minutes to 2 p.m. So I have to go and do some other things. Then I'm gonna be back by, oh yeah, yeah, because yeah, you guys are 3 hours ahead. So I'm gonna be back by 1 a.m. Don't stay awake if you need to sleep. Don't stay awake because you wanna join the live. Just join if maybe you're still awake by that time, okay? So I'm gonna see you all. It was nice, having these question sections with you all. I hope you all learned from the questions and the answer section. Yeah, I'm gonna see you all later by 1 a.m. Take care. Belly boy, bye. Beckham, take care. Bye. See you later, okay?